Alrighty, folks, my name is Ann. Sometimes I make mistakes, and we're gonna have to go all the way back. And before we do that, you'll probably notice there's a fair gap in my saves. I've started running into the limit that I'm getting told about. So yeah, it's gonna have to start going back in through and deleting stuff. Anyway, I figured I would show this off before I jump back into Ryojin. Hopefully for the last time.
Systems initialization complete. Context. I have much to process. Decision. Jump into deep space to processing. Be alone. Goodbye.
Been several days between when I recorded the Juno episode and now. Hold on. I'm trying to, there we go. Okay. So, you'll note a marked level difference here. I've done some on-screen grinding, some off-screen grinding, and yeah. Haven't really improved any of my combat-based skills, but oh, you better believe the skills that don't need to be improved, those are what got boosted. Also, I've given Andreja here a hat.
You have my attention.
Figured she might be the sort of person who wore one.
Without me.
My Tanto has grown in size somewhat. Not to worry, I didn't find a katana. I found a wakizashi. Okay, alright. Yep. That's the single most accurate thing that's ever happened in the game.
You have my attention. Do not have all the fun.
Please wait here. You're gonna see this. This is how I get out. Oh, God. Yep, the most true to life thing in the entire game. Just playing around with a sword and managing to get myself killed. God, this game rocks. Where is my recall stat? There it is. You'll also probably note I've updated my armor, I've updated my stealth skill, I've done quite a bit of grinding off screen just to hopefully make this and future encounters easier. I'm gonna drop a quick save here. And the game's gonna be unhappy because I've been dropping too many of those. You can ignore us. I'm also gonna... No, I don't want notes. I'm gonna pop some amp. Yeah, there you go. Could have shown this off in my first attempt, but I don't know if I have, so I'm just going to let this play from a safe distance. You're going to need to read. Okay, give me a moment. Gonna get into this hallway. Yep. I am producing audio, I'm recording, that's fantastic. Don't want to have to do this again. I say that, I'm probably gonna have to do this again. Just seems to be how this mission works. I know I'm trespassing. Why do you think I'm on AMP? This is about a dozen run-throughs of this place, by the way. That's what you're seeing here is the power of me having gone through this about a dozen times and had recording issues every single time. So alrighty. Gonna grab my new stun gun here, which is a lawgiver. Hooray! Okay, I see how it is. You only have one spot you want to fit in. Wait, where are you threatening to fit in like that? Okay, let's see. You want to do something fundamentally inaccurate here. I've already read through their emails. I'm sure I've done another one of these. Just don't know which one of these it is. But that's kind of beside the point. Oh, come on. How many times have I done this? Fine. Fine. I'll use the boost pack. Okay? Jeez. Alright, this will drop me down into the boardroom, where I will then want to shoot the little narc bot there. Okay. And then I want to use this. Hmm. Hmm. You know, oh, that was close. Okay. Okay. Oh, that was painfully close. Alright. Drop a hard save after that. Alright, let me see. We've got 27 caliber, 7.7 millimeter caseless. I'll certainly pop the lock. I mean, I could always use the experience. Alright, look, you've got one place you want to go. And then you've got another. Guess they need to up the pay for those guards, huh? Alrighty, let's go ahead and figure out your novice lock. That's right, partner. You can't keep me out.
Have your dog at Reliant Medical take a look. You always wearing sunscreen? Of course. At the beach, in my ship, even now. Helps keep me looking young.
Alright, I'm gonna take something or other. Maybe some frost wool? Maybe some panopticon? Do I have infantry alpha? I'll tell you what, I'll just take a recon stem and I'll take a little vial of ant. Ah, some combat robot is over there. Yep, yep. You're the problem here. Moved. Come on, buddy. Go away. Go away. Thank you. Alright, so I'll drop a quick save here. I'll go ahead and do the dumbest thing that I can do right now, which is... Okay. Alrighty. Up a quick save, just in case I need it. Let me double check my log, I didn't forget anything. Oh, I completely forgot the Nova Blast at home. Oh well. It's fine. You know, for non-lethal, I think this should be good, right? We have a light panel here? No, we don't. So, best way to get across this is to do a little bit of platforming here. This is, by the way, what playing Dishonored is gonna be like. Or Deus Ex, right? Like, I will get to a point in my play where it will be mechanical like this. Okay. Let me see. Your advanced security system. It says you plug in there, but unfortunately we know that's not the case. So where would you plug in here? You might plug in there. Oh, hold on. Okay, let's start with... You know, I am really lucky that no one in this company thinks, hey, the lights are out. Maybe I should go check on that. Yeah, I know I'm trespassing. That's the idea. Do you turn around at all? Am I gonna like the answer if I find out you turn around? Oh, and one last insult to injury, right? First off, we're gonna pop open the safe. We're not gonna take anything, we're just gonna pop the safe. Let me see. Oh, yep, that'll do it. We'll leave the mag pulse. pop a rover on there, right? There you go, your speakers are in a different place than you left them. So, this is the way out. But we don't want to think that we're through with this yet, right? Like we're in the home stretch here. There you go. Like I said, there's an E on here. A little end of dungeon chest. Which I do appreciate that they left me. Right? Like, hey, here's some stuff you could sell. Right? A way down. A way down. Pop the switch, pop the gate. Hello, Andreja.
What did you need? You lead. I will follow.
I am loving the hat. Not quite your style, but definitely pretty fun. Alright, let me see. Meet Nix at his apartment. Looks like he's actually, or rather, they're actually pretty close. Sky, Andreja. Yeah. It says go ebb side.
Just one quiet day.
Yep. Not today though. You'll get your quiet date today. And then tomorrow you'll have to face the repercussion. Alright, let's go talk to
Every
Nix.
smuggler I have ever worked with had a perverse affection for this place. I do not understand it.
Yeah, the cowboy hat is definitely
Make
working
yourself
for her.
at home. Just don't take any souvenirs while you're here.
Oh, don't take any souvenirs. Okay.
So, you made it. Guess Ryujin's security really is slipping.
Ryujin security is the best there is. I'm just that good.
Just brimming with confidence, aren't you? But I've seen your work in the trade tower, so I'll at least give you some credit. Now, I'll take that program back that I gave you, and let's give the data a look.
I hope for all that was necessary in acquiring it. This data finally reveals some answers.
Gosh, I sure do too. I that line holds a little bit more weight than some of the other lines in the game. What is that? Can I steal that? I'm in kind of a steely
The
mood.
program I gave you to run on Ularu's computer basically opens an all-access backdoor for me. I can see everything and anything, so let's take a look. First, I'll just save off Mr. Cho's info. My client will very much appreciate that.
Well, while you're doing that,
Now on to Ms. Chen.
in my
Ularu has some
defense,
impressive encryption on her files. Not that I can't crack it, of course.
in my
First, I'll just save off Mr. Cho's info. My client will very much appreciate that. Now on to Ms. Chen. Ularu has some impressive encryption on her files. Not that I can't crack it, of course. Circumventing protections, running decryption. This should just take a moment now. Damn, I'm good. That went faster than I thought. I'm saving several files to a slate for Dalton, including access history and anything related to Project Dominion. Adding in new encryption for him as well, so he's the only one that can view these. And done. You're all set.
okay. Out of sheer curiosity,
I've got the new encrypted slate. Let me tell you, it looks like fun times ahead for Ryujin. Technically, I'm not supposed to look, but it's kind of hard to not see what's going on while running all my software.
I'll be sure to let Dalton know you've violated your agreement. Don't keep me in suspense, share
Since
that
you came through
knowledge.
on your end, let's just say that slate isn't going to paint the best picture for Ms. Imogene Salzo. But bear in mind, you're dealing with some pretty talented people when it comes to falsifying information.
I can be sure this information
I
is
can
accurate.
be sure because I know my business. But like anything, evidence alone can't tell the full story. The rest is up to you and Dalton to piece together.
Okay. This doesn't sound... I knew Imogene
Of
couldn't be
course she can't.
trusted.
As much as Corps love their field ops, they're never fully trusted.
Exactly,
That's why Ryujin
right?
probably has you under surveillance half the time, right? Here's the slate. As usual, always a pleasure doing business with Ryujin.
Now, just out of sheer curiosity, can I... Stop moving!
You and I have things to discuss.
I was curious if he could die. They could die. Usually I'm better about this.
Yes?
Do you have anything interesting
So
for me?
demanding. Here, see what you think of this.
Oh, 528 credits.
Is that it then?
Yep. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh yes. Woo, baby, we are finally done with that. You know what? Let's actually go ahead and mark that with a hard save. About time, too. Jeez. You'd think this quest would not give me so much trouble, right? With the way that I ran through it. I have been at this for about a week and a half, trying to get either the recording or the quest to work right, or just literally any aspect of this. No, I don't want to go to the Astral Lounge. I don't want to be there.
Gangs compete for killing each other?
I am... Whew. This has been a weirdly difficult quest to complete.
Some would say this place represents all the worst impulses of humanity.
Some would be very
Keep
correct.
out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours. Agent CEO is no joke in the boardroom.
Well, I don't really care about boardrooms. I'm supposed to go talk to Dalton
I've been waiting for
Fines,
about 8 years.
aren't I? I love you. You're not a little narc like your friend was. Oh, Genevieve Monahan, your super cold magnet. Here's the thing about having someone do corporate espionage, is occasionally they get real good at it. And then where are ya? Huh. Okay. I mean, that's where that would fit. So that's kind of where I'd put that. Looks like we're gonna have to do 3 there. Where is Dalton Fines, anyway? Hiding from me, I'm sure. Dalton, you have an unsecured computer right next to me? Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a little difficult to parse. There's a lot of information there. Alright, okay, I see you. I see ya. So do we not have a... Well, unless I can find a better usage for that. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see, where do you want fed? Okay. Hmm. Alright. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. Messages, security alerts, employee ID, connected external device, access to unsecured gateway, unknown external connection, messages, security clearance levels. I'd like for you to review the current security levels for our subsidiaries. I've heard rumors that Teo engineers may have hacked as to aspects of our R&D database that that I suspect Vina had a hand in. While I support her wish to share knowledge, we cannot allow competitors to see this as a backdoor. Masako Amada, CEO, Ryujin Industries. Hey Dalton, one of my texts ran into some interesting encryption. I was hoping you could take a look and maybe tweak an algorithm or two to help crack it. You know, simple stuff. I'll owe you lunch, Yuko. Tomogashi. Dalton, Tomogashi is no longer with the corporation. Please see to the usual search and purge of his office equipment. I don't expect you'll find anything save proof of his own incompetence, but let me know if you do. Ular Chen, COO, Ryujin Industries. Dalton, you really need to secure your computer better.
Let's hear your report.
Well, the only thing...
I assume you were successful. I didn't get any incident reports last night, so I applaud your work.
I got the files, but Nix violated the agreement and saw what they contained.
I figured as much. Lucky for us, he doesn't have any motive to use this information against us. Now, let's see what we have here.
Yep, you're gonna go over to your freshly unlocked computer.
I didn't think it was possible. But someone's been accessing Ularu's files remotely. It's quite a complicated trace, too. I'm impressed Nix was able to track all of this. Damn. And there's our culprit.
I'm so sorry. I can't bear to sit through corporate stuff doing something awful.
Imogene Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist, and one of the few I had in mind for who could pull this off.
What motive would Imogene have to steal from Ryujin?
Well, the motive could be anything. Credits, grudges, even boredom.
Oh, so like when I dropped a mine at my feet? Oh, you don't know about that, do you? Someone must be paying her a lot of credits going on to Ryujin.
Either that, or she's highly displeased with someone at the company.
I imagine that constantly worrying about who can be trusted, who is telling the truth, takes quite a toll on everyone who works here.
Well, before we make any harsh decisions, I'll need to question her myself. I want you to head to her office and escort her here. We have to make sure she doesn't try anything before I have a chance to speak with her.
What if she runs?
If she runs, the guilt will be apparent. And you'll have no choice but to dispose of her. As much as I'd like you to subdue her and bring her in, Imogene would never allow it. She knows what fate lies ahead for those who betray this corporation.
What if I help her leave? You don't want to get her yourself?
I just want to avoid a scene. Sending you keeps the rumor mill at bay.
I'll keep a close eye on
Good.
her.
When you're dealing with corporate workers, discerning the truth from the lies is the hardest part.
Yeah, like, why is your thing like that? Oh, did I just get a level? Oh, no. I got very excited because I got 10,000 XP and then it was barely anything.
They know
I'm-
how to make a client feel welcome up here.
Yep, they sure do.
If you need to make an appointment with Miss Chen or Miss
I don't feel the need, no. Hold on, I've got... I have to do something stupid, alright?
Good one.
Wow, you're in worse shape than I am. Maybe this thing just sucks.
Good one.
Alright, well that was 2 magazines and it didn't kill me. I'm a little impressed. Either I'm stupidly tanky or this thing just utterly sucks.
Hey there. Need something?
No.
I warned people that Tomo was unstable, and look what happens. I have a lot to do. I can't talk now.
Oh, okay. So Tomo is in need of some love. Let me go ahead and pull out the EM Lawgiver here. It's an appropriate device. Oh, wow. I wonder who could have done that.
This intel could blow a whole operation out of the water.
Make it quick. I have a deadline. You're interrupting me. Is this time accounted for?
What do you mean accounted
We're on a
for?
strict schedule. I just want to make sure this impromptu meeting is properly tracked.
I don't care if it is
I
or
will
not.
take that as a no. If time is money, then suffice to say Ms. Serrano would not...
I don't care. Who is Miss
Ms.
Serrano?
Yuko Serrano? Senior Operations Specialist at Ryujin Industries? She's one of the heads of the department you're standing in.
Great, she can try to have my head. What Miss Serrano doesn't know won't hurt her.
She might disagree, but fine. Let's leave her out of it. And since you clearly have bandwidth to spare, maybe you can help me clean up a, minor indiscretion.
Oh, what's your schedule like?
We're each assigned shifts to assist operatives, ensuring coverage at all hours. Personally, I like to keep my circadian rhythms intact. Early to rise, early to bed, as nature intended.
What assignments are you
I'm
currently
not at
working
liberty
on?
to say. I will remind you of another common phrase. Loose lips sink ships. So, be cautious around the office, and discuss intel at your peril.
Alright, is this something we need to discuss with management?
Contractually, yes, but I'd rather avoid the embarrassment. Normally, I do a good job of setting boundaries between work and life. This incident is an exception.
I might be able to help you with this minor indiscretion.
Let me give you some background. Recently, I've been assisting the impoverished in both Ebbside and the underbelly. I pay for the occasional meal, clinic visit, or comfort. But I may have lost a slate in the process. I need you to locate and retrieve it for me.
What's on these
Pre-assignment
documents?
intel for one of our operatives. The contents themselves aren't too sensitive, so If you're thinking of betraying me, they aren't worth much as leverage. My sloppiness is simply an embarrassment that I'd like to correct.
I'll find your... why trust me?
It's not a matter of trust, but one of time. I have little to spare. You do not.
I'll find your
Then we
slate.
have an agreement. Good. Go to the underbelly and talk to the panhandler, Huang. Discarded items are her specialty, so she may have come across the slate herself. If you can manage to find it, bring it back to me, and I will pay you for the time.
What's with the, like, 8 layers? Why spend your time volunteering?
Perhaps I can best explain with an analogy. There is an aquatic species on Volai Epsilon, which, by cruel irony or test of metal, hatches on dry land. Only 1 in 10,000 make it to adulthood. Most are eaten, some simply die in the crawl to the ocean. Meanwhile, there is a similar species that is born in the water itself. They never make this journey and thus never know its hardship. Which begs the question, is that fair?
Life isn't fair. It's not, and it needs to change.
I agree, which is why I choose to help those born into poverty. I know what you're thinking, and I am not what you'd call a bleeding heart. Moreover, I find the underbelly filthy and unsanitary. But I also believe in equity. I am well aware that my life came with a head start. So I try my best to balance the equation and bring the hatchlings to the water.
Call unsanitary, I call character.
The conditions are character building. On that, I will concede. But as much as I dislike the underbelly, I will say this. It is a welcome change of pace. When you spend all day keeping secrets, a burden is placed on one's conscience. The time I spend volunteering sheds some of that weight. As you were.
I'll see if maybe I can pay them. Hold on, let me eat. Let me drink a little juice box of red wine. Actually, no. Let me get a little bit of that Franzia and some ramen in me. There we go.
You may be trying to take a little too much on.
I'm fine, Andreja.
Yes, looking for Imogene?
Take her safe? Where is Imogene's safe? She took her safe?
Try not to harass my techs too much. They have work to do. I'm sure you can tell by now. She isn't here, which is a shame since I have several documents I need her to sign off on. She's always been the master of avoiding desk work.
Like how you avoided the interview process?
There are work skills and there are life skills. I can't help it if I have both.
When did you last see Imogene?
She hasn't stepped into the office since the maintenance closure, probably abusing her paid time off again. I know for a fact she doesn't have any external meetings or business trips.
I need you to use your resources and tell me where Imogene is.
I'm not even sure that's any business of yours, but I do enjoy keeping close tabs on my counterpart. Dare I ask why you need to know?
You don't get to ask anything.
Oh, so it's that intriguing. All right, I won't pry, but this will be a fun distraction for the day. I have Imogene's last location at Frankie's Grab and Go, which we all know is a front for the Sioka Syndicate. You'll want to get executive sign-off if you plan on chasing after her. I'd say Dalton is your best bet.
It is impressive how thoroughly bureaucracy has infected every aspect of this.
Really is. Sioka Syndicate?
Is there an echo in the room? Yeah, Frankie's is a front. Crap convenience store on the outside, high-tech hideout on the inside. Of course, the only people that really know that are Ryujin, Bayu, and the Syndicate itself.
What do you think she's doing
Your
in
guess is
Syndicate
as good as
territory?
mine, but she's up to something. I could tell she was trying to cover her tracks, but this is my job. And there's a reason I'm in charge of the technicians here.
Alright, I'll speak to Dalton about it.
Good. I'd hate to see what sort of drama might get stirred up if you went around him. Or maybe I'd love it. Keep the workplace interesting, right? Word of advice. If you're planning on foregoing authorization and just tiptoeing your way to Imogene, park your friend at the door. Two's a crowd if you're trying to lay low. Good luck finding Imogene. Oh, and if you do catch up with her, be sure to let her know I had everything to do with it.
I could talk with Dalton. She took her safe is the thing I'm mad about. That could have been mine. Well, nothing to do for it except rob this lady. Let's see, do we have a match? Oh my, yes we do. It's probably not that. And it's probably that.
Why not just break it open?
I like the safe cracking aspect, it's fun.
Hate being stuck in the office.
Oh, I
Heard
can...
about your run-in with Tomo? That guy will never learn.
Here!
How goes the slate search? Any complications?
What? What? Are you not real?
No, I will not.
Oh, wow. It, I would have
Heard about your run-in with
thought...
Tomo? That guy will
I
never
had
learn.
thoughts...
No, I will not help you hurt people.
Wow, you have literally no reaction to being shot.
Heard about your run-in with Tomo?
Oh, you frightened me.
That guy will never learn.
Let me see.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Hello, officer. Don't mind me. Just dropping mines by accident. Okay. Let's go ahead and drop a save here. Yeah, we'll do this
Don't
too.
cause any trouble.
Which I'm sure is always everybody's favorite. It's like, hey, you're just doing this to pad the episode. Well, ideally, no. I'm doing this out of sheer personal curiosity. Look, it's the little narc bot. I hate it. Hello there, Maeve.
My company's future might be bright.
No Imogene, I see.
How could Imogene know she was
Good
suspect?
question. But with her abilities and connections, the possibilities are too many to speculate on right now. We need to find her first, and address that issue afterward.
She's on the run, hiding out with Syndicate. She was last seen at the grab and go.
No. If Imogene's with the Syndicate, I can't just send you after her. You'll need to speak with Benjamin Bayu. We have to make sure he's aware of the situation. If we're lucky, He may even help us get to Imogene.
I don't want to talk to Bayu.
Bayu owns the Sioka Syndicate. For you to walk in there without discussing it with him first could be seen as a violation of our business relationship.
I know where he is. I'm not doing it that way. I'll make sure.
Good. Because without it, this adds a complexity that we do not have time for. Head over to the trade tower and be discreet. Let Bayu know that you're there on Ryujin's behalf. He may ask for credits or even a favor. Just give him what he wants.
I have limits. What kind of favors are
It
we
shouldn't
talking
be
about?
for anything unfamiliar. Bayu is a businessman. Any favor he may request wouldn't be far off from the assignments you've already completed here.
Whatever it takes, I'll get to Imogene.
The sooner, the better. We don't want to give her... Just be sure to bring her... If she resists...
Killing her seems hasty. She may not
The
have
risk
acted
of
on her
Imogene
own.
continuing to operate as a traitor is too high. If we don't dispose of her now... she could
So you're
cause a
asking me to
great deal
kill
of
her,
harm
and you're
to
asking me to go into the Astral Lounge.
She knows the consequences of betrayal. If the situation does take a turn for the worse...
I cannot in good
I only
conscience
ask that you
do
perform a
it this
thorough search for
way.
any evidence she may have in her possession. I trust you won't let your past relationship cloud your judgment.
Well, we could go talk to Benjamin Bayu. So I think it is suggesting that we go into the Astral Lounge, and I don't want to do that. For kind of obvious reasons. If you ask me to go into the Astral Lounge...
If you're wondering what that smell is, cause any trouble?
Let's head into the trade tower.
How are you liking that laser gun?
It's not a laser gun. You want me to go into the Astral Lounge? Okay, we're gonna do this one way, and we're gonna ignore what our boss wants. I simply refuse. I utterly refuse. Let me see. Look, until Bethesda changes the lighting in there, I am going to avoid it like the plague it is.
Can I help you?
Hello there, Francesca. Frankie.
You lost, kiddo?
This is a store, isn't it?
Sure. I just don't get too many quality customers here. Most folks head over to Newell's or the Emporium if they've got the creds. I'd say less than half my customers are legit. The others are just kids up to no good.
I'm not going to steal anything. That's what you're thinking.
Sounds like something a thief would say. I had some high hopes for this shop back when my Husband and I opened it a while back. These days, if you ain't a regular, you're usually trouble.
Did something happen?
Of course something happened. Ain't that always the case? Let's just say those hopes died a long time ago, and there ain't no reviving them.
You sell here?
Snacks, drinks, odds and ends, typical convenience store fare. Thought we'd snag a few of the Astro Lounge clubgoers who might want something to go on their way home. Turns out we were more appealing to the local gangs.
Gonna shop in New Atlantis or Sidonia if you don't like trouble. I get it. Trusting anyone is hard these days.
Sounds like we understand each other then.
You started this business with your husband?
Solomon thought a small convenience store with cheaper prices would make a killing. Of course, the only killing made was when he got himself shot in a robbery. Now it's just me running this place, so you can see why I'm not a huge fan of strangers in my shop.
What type of people are your non-regular customers?
Tied up in those good-for-nothing gangs. Those disciples and strikers always fighting over who gets to run the place, and not giving a damn over whose lives they ruin.
How much business do you get back here?
I may not be on the main strip, but I make enough to keep me afloat. Lucky for me, my regulars are a devoted crew.
What do you have for sale?
Just the usual.
See, oh, you do sell weapons. You sell a rattler, you sell a ripshank, you sell a side star on a solstice. You sell handguns primarily. You do sell aid. You do sell a good deal of food, actually.
Come again. Whoa, whoa. Where do you think you're going? Employees only.
I have business with a syndicate. They're expecting
yeah?
me.
I don't see your name on my guest list. Now, why don't you tell me what you really want before I blow your brains out?
Well, I'm from Ryujin Industries. I just need
know for a fact.
Okay. Let's try this, shall we? Can I...
Blowing off some steam? Why would you and I have things to discuss?
I was just curious if I could. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think the game would let me.
I hope whatever you took is worth the risk.
What's it take to get you to leave? Didn't I tell you to get lost? Still here? Damn, you're annoying.
Oh yeah, the cowboy hat is fantastic. I'm hearing a lot of complaints about this, but I feel like I can, in fact, hide forever. Oh, look at that. I finally upgraded my stealth.
Someone, or something, will clean up whatever's left behind.
Uh-huh. Why not, though?
Cover me while I go.
Okay. I do appreciate how they're getting more and more
They actually
mad.
know how to use all of this, and it is not just for intimidation.
I mean, it is mostly just for intimidation.
Hold it right there, Op. I need you to back down and give me a chance to explain.
Why do you have terrormorph cells? Oh, it's your save!
I had a feeling you'd be the one to come after me.
How do you even know about the investigation?
You stay in this business long enough, you get enough favors and connections that can help you see anything coming. Nyx owed me a favor and gave me the heads up.
Ah, I figured as much. What the hell is going on? Are you really working for Infinity Ltd? You've got some explaining to do.
I know this doesn't look good, but I had no choice. Ularu set me up. Yes, I've been acting as a double agent, but because she ordered me to. The assignment was meant to deceive, not benefit. And Project Dominion is way above my pay grade. It'd be impossible for me to deliver it. At least, intentionally.
Think Ilari did this?
Of course. But first you have to understand, she used me to play an unwitting part in this, so I'm the one that takes the fall. That's why I said it'd be impossible for me to intentionally pull this off.
How can I believe anything you say? Help me understand what you're saying.
Look, I only know about Project Dominion because I wanted to know exactly what I was being accused of leaking. But that tech is dangerous. An internal neuroamp that can theoretically control other people? If the evidence points to me, it's because Ularu used it to set me up. What better way to frame someone than to take control of their mind and have them actually perform the actions?
Tuck your collar properly?
This is exactly what makes something like an internal neuroamp so dangerous.
Exactly. Why would Ularu set
She
you
knows
up?
I'm the most believable target. I'm the only one at Ryujin with the skills to even come close to being able to pull off a job like this.
What would Ularu's motive be?
Power, of course. Corporations maintain their success by any means necessary, but there are some measures Masako is reluctant to take. You may have noticed that none of your assignments directly involve murder. Masako reserves those actions only when it's absolutely necessary. Ularu sees this as a sign of weakness that needs to be dealt with.
That sounds... you have a good point.
It's the only scenario that makes sense. Besides, what's my motive? My career is solid at Ryujin. Infinity can't possibly beat my current benefits. Believe me, after having to play double agent, I've learned all of this firsthand.
So, Ulara made you do all this and you didn't even know?
Yes, it's what the technology does, and it explains why the evidence against me is so solid. Come to think of it, it also explains a few strange bouts of disorientation I've been having the past few months.
If it's all true, you'll need evidence to prove it.
That's exactly what I've been doing here. Ularu has the skill to pull this off, but she's also been behind the desk for years now. I knew she'd miss something. This slate holds all the evidence against her. I just need you to deliver it to Dalton. It's the only way I can prove I'm innocent.
Okay. You're a traitor and I won't allow you to live. What makes this evidence more believable than the data Nix provided?
Nix's contract limits his investigation to Ularu's computer and her network activity. I hacked into building security and was able to recover deleted records of her accessing the Project Dominion prototype. I guarantee the third-party company Dalton is using for his security directive Theta won't even notice it.
I'll make sure Dalton
I
gets
was hoping you would.
evidence.
I'm still going to lay low until I hear the coast is clear. As long as Ularu still thinks I'm on the run, she'll remain confident that her plan is working. And I know you don't hear it much around the office, but thanks.
Okay.
This has been fun. Can we even trust that if we give the evidence to Dalton, he will accept it?
I would hope so.
Did you need something? Mm-hmm. Goodbye.
I would hope so, but I don't trust so. So...
Dalton believes you.
let's go ahead and do the funny thing. Oh? Oh! Oh!
Extra ammunition is always welcome if they have any.
Leave no witness.
Alright. Alright. Well, they did say leave no witnesses. So I'm inclined to do just not that, actually.
I hope this means we're back to business as usual.
Yep. Let's see, I got a weapon called the Syndicate Enforcer, correct? That's actually pretty good. I should sell that to the Trade Authority and get it back. In fact, let's go launder a Syndicate weapon. Oh, this brings me up into the underbelly, doesn't it? I don't think I've been here on camera yet, have I? Or not in upload, at the very least. There's like a whole little town here. Anyway, I wanted to talk to, not you. Not you.
Wondering what that smell is.
Not you. Not you. Not you. Maybe it's you. Probably not you. Not you. There's someone around here who I want to talk to at some point.
If you got any spare credits, I can always...
Okay, come on. It's not you. There's someone here who I want to talk to. One of the workers here I want to talk to. I genuinely don't know where they are, so...
I would hope for the sake of these workers that after a while you get used to
I mean, one would have to imagine that's the case, right? Not you, not you, you're security. Threatening security is always funny.
I am not fond of seafood.
I am not fond...
Got a problem?
Let me put it this way. I'm fond of shellfish. Shellfish ain't fond of me. Makes me terribly sad. Troll? I want to talk to Huang.
Hey, Chief. You got any creds you can spare?
Here you go.
Thank you kindly. You're a class bass, you know that? I'll do my best to someday pay you back. Street's honor. This isn't a donation, it's an investment.
You have a place to stay?
Presently, no. Pastly, no. Futurely, it's a work in progress. Depends on how this fiscal quarter goes. But it's gonna take a lot for me to upgrade. I found a primo spot next to the trawl store. I got a roof over my head and all the garbage I can eat. I can't eat everything they throw out, but I can eat enough.
You've been panhandling
About
for long?
6 years. I bet you could tell by how good I am at it. It took a lot of practice and some work on my messaging. But if you got any feedback, Chief, I'd love to hear it.
You don't need any tests from me.
I don't know. You can learn something from just about anyone. But I did put you on the spot, so no biggie.
How does one get good at
You wanna know
panhandling?
trade secrets, huh? I don't blame you. It's a lot like real estate. Location and timing are big. You gotta be visible, but not so much that people call the guards.
Alright. Here, have some credits.
Chief, you're a real safety net. You put the ka-ching in catching.
A Ryujin technician wanted to know if you found any slates.
Oh, I totally did. Found it in the dumpster right next to a half-eaten chunk. And it was perfect timing, really. You see, the other day, the wind got a nasty cough and blew away all of my business spreadsheets. But that won't happen with this slate. It's like wind-resistant.
Keep the slate, just make sure you wipe all the data on it.
Way ahead of you, Chief. I was gonna wipe that slate like a dirty counter. You tell your pal at Ryujin, all his weird corporate secrets are safe.
Anything good? Nothing to report?
Nope, nothing. Pretty slow day so far. Hey, Chief.
Want another donation?
Oh, it's all right. Once per day is... Thanks again for the creds.
Can I just, like, pay for a house for you? Look, you get me enough money IRL, and I will, honest to God, start trying to actually solve stuff. Like, this is not necessarily the murder, right? But this is kind of who I am as a person. I just... like, I want to at least make people have comfortable fucking lives, you know?
Rather be doing this than getting mixed up with the gang.
This mine?
Yeah. I know this place stinks, but it's a living.
You're gonna come in? Coming in? Coming in? Okay. Guess you don't like my good home. It's Napalicious.
Come on. There are worlds to conquer.
There are indeed worlds to conquer. That seems like it would be oversweet. Oh, hell yeah, instant oatmeal, let's go.
I also wish to be prepared for any situation, but there are limits.
I do like how, I do like...
I can't squeeze any more oil from these fish.
Okay, well... Can't imagine that's the best night, the best night Saber character has gotten. But I think if it were me, it might be pretty good.
Don't go causing trouble. Get lost. I have a job to do.
Yeah, and you're not doing it. You're just standing there, trying to fill quotas. Actually, hold on. Let's go see the Trade Authority real quick. And Reliant Medical. Go see Reliant Medical. Has the Trade Authority had time to restock is kind of what I'm wondering.
Yeah, what? We need to move some merch. Now we're getting somewhere.
Little bit. If I sell you that... and then I buy it...
Always happy to...
Oh no! Oh gosh, I'm a dingleberry. Okay, hold on. I have to have... yeah, I have an autosave. Oh. Oh. I was trying... I was trying to,
Need something? We need to move some merch. Then here I thought you were...
Okay, I'll sell you the Syndicate Enforcer, and then I'll buy you... pay you... the Syndicate Enforcer. Then I'll sell you... a Beowulf and a Calibrated Maelstrom and a couple of Equinoxes. And... what can I sell you? Sell you that. And I'll sell you a Grundle. See, there you go. I even managed to make some money out of it. Lovely. Now, it's not.
Get lost. I have a job to do.
Now, it's mine. I own it. Legally. See, your notepads are doing some gymnastics. Hey bud, you want to help me out here?
What can Reliant Medical do for you? All right, let's examine you. Yeah, that's... we should fix all that.
Yeah, probably not a good sign when your doctor says we should fix all that.
Hold on to something. Ship shape and ready for action.
Oh, God.
If you need help,
probably a really bad sign, actually. No! Stop leading me towards the worst place in the game. Someone's out there like, no, there's somewhere worse. And frankly, if there is, I'm frightened.
To admire what Bayou has built for himself here.
Well, look who's back. Dalton's gonna lose it when he finds out you went to the Syndicate without talking to him.
He wanted me to get Imogene, so I did.
Well, can't say I didn't warn you if he takes it personally. And you didn't even have the sense to speak to Bayou.
I wasn't going to waste my time speaking to Bayou. It's nothing Ryujin can't make right.
Oh, we'll make it right one way or another. But I guarantee it'll be you doing the work.
I'm not going back into the Astral Lounge. I will quit this job. You didn't have anyone spying on me to find out
Inside
yourself?
the Syndicate? That area's off limits, and I think we both know why. Imogene knew exactly what she was doing when she went there.
What's the information worth to you?
If you think I'm paying for that information, think again. It's just a matter of time before it finds...
It's none of your business.
Fine. Fine. I won't push. Enjoy your time with Dalton. It'll all trickle back to me sooner or later.
Let me see the notes here. Can I see... Is there an imaging file? Maybe a... Failed to open files, authorization codes, need finds Dalton. I want to see what happens if I do this.
Don't cause any trouble.
Is there something I can help you with?
I'm here to give you a chance to come clean before I tell Dalton.
Excuse me? Let me close this door before you say anything else you might regret. Just a moment.
She's gonna make a break for it. She getting a gun?
Shutting the door and engaging locks.
Am I allowed to move?
That's better. And just where is this absurd...
Are we really gonna play this game? Just admit you're the mole.
Is this a game? I wasn't aware.
It could be our little secret no one else has to know.
You really think I'd believe that?
You're only delaying the
That
inevitable.
would only be the case if your accusation held any merit.
I'm losing my patience here.
Well, that's unfortunate, because I could do this all day. Looks like someone's been brushing up on their corporate skills. Fine. Since it's just you and me here, I'll come clean. I leaked Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd. But I'm no mole.
Not a mole, what are you?
Please. It's insulting that you think I'd actually be working for someone other than Ryujin or myself.
I knew only someone at the top could leak it, so Imogene was innocent all along. Whatever you call yourself, it all boils down to traitor to me, so Imogene was innocent.
That depends on how you define innocent. You see, I'm not a mole. I'm an opportunist. And no one is more loyal to Ryujin than I am. Masako, on the other hand, is losing her touch. Ryujin needs strong leadership for what lies ahead. A CEO who can make the hard decisions.
You're so loyal, why leave Project Dominion? This is all about
It was
Masako.
never my intent to involve Imogene.
My framer.
But when you arrived with information on Project Dominion, I knew Infinity had screwed up. I had no choice but to act fast. Imogene is the only one that Dalton and the others would believe was capable of pulling this off. It had to be her.
If you're so loyal, why did you leak Project Dominion
It's
to
all part
Infinity
of my
Ltd?
plan. But don't worry. Infinity Ltd will never be able to complete Vina's work. I made sure of that.
What do you mean by hard decisions?
What do you think? If someone was a threat to your family, would you be satisfied waiting for them to strike? Of course not. You'd eliminate the threat before it had a chance to act. In some cases, before it even realized what it was capable of.
I suppose Masako is losing her touch if she doesn't realize you're a traitor.
Oh, I'm no traitor to Ryujin. I'm the one that's going to keep this company on top for decades to come. So, now that you know, it's time to see how good you are at making hard decisions. With your help, I can take down Masako and make the credits worth your while. So whose side are you on? Masako's or Ryujin's?
Actually, neither. I'm on whatever side involves the most credits. If it means job security, I'm on your side. You really have Ryujin's best interests in mind, then I'm on your side. Masako's side is Ryujin's side, and that's the side I'm on.
Well, it seems we're at an impasse now.
Don't suppose I could convince you to stop what you're doing?
The only way you stop me from carrying out my plans to depose Masako is to kill me. You could try to get me fired, but that only delays my plans. Face it, this isn't a game you can win.
I'm handing you over to Dalton.
Go ahead. I've created the perfect... It'd be your word against mine, and I'm...
You already screwed up once. Believe what you want. No way I'm letting you win.
You can't be serious. Consider yourself fired.
What's that delightful phrase? Dine with your ancestors. Is there a reason I should be using a sword for this that I'm not aware of? I don't know. This feels correct, right?
Now you'll bleed. We should move on, if there's nothing worth taking.
Well, now.
What the hell have you done? Is Ularu all right?
He's dead. Have Yuko send someone to clean up the mess.
Are you out of your mind? Just so you know, I've already notified Dalton, and he's pissed. He wants to see you immediately.
Well, he'll be happy when I tell him I just took out a mole in the company.
Am I supposed to be impressed by that? Go see Dalton. I have enough to deal with now.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Oh yeah, sure, I'm great at that.
I will not aid you in this.
I'm out!
It's like, wow, you're kind of bloodthirsty, aren't you? Nah, I just don't like these powerful organizations hurting people.
I've got my eye on you.
I'm sure you do.
My company's future, mighty.
I'm sure it is.
What the hell were you thinking? You have some serious explaining to do. Starting right now.
Ularu was the mole. I eliminated her before she could do more harm.
Understood. But mole or not, this is quite the mess you've made.
A killing in cold blood. And all anyone seems concerned with is the consequences for the corporation.
You're lucky Masako is in R&D, and Maeve has enough sense to keep this quiet. If Ularu was the mole, as you said, you should have brought the news to me first, and then we could have determined the right way to handle it. I also see that Imogene isn't with you. I hope you at least fared better where your actual assignment was concerned.
Imogene is innocent. She's in hiding until she knows the situation was resolved.
She's aware this situation won't be resolved unless counter-evidence emerges to clear her name.
You ever consider how Ularu might have been using Project Dominion to frame Imogen?
But the security footage and access card permissions came back.
Oh, security footage and access
Our
cards.
third-party security agency missed something. Perhaps I should have leaned more heavily on Nyx's talents.
Oh, security cards. Security cards and access codes. And footage. Oh yeah, that's definitely perfect. Amazing. This can prove Imogene's innocent and Allure
If our word is
self-confessed.
not enough, that may convince you.
If I'm not mistaken, you appear to be on her side. Not that I blame you, but if Imogen really wants to prove her innocence, she better be prepared to face a strict interrogation. Now, I need to undertake the laborious task of analyzing this new evidence and writing up a report. In the meantime, Masako has requested your presence in R&D. She wants you to meet her in Vinakara's office.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. Who's Vina Carla?
Vina's the head of our research and development team. She's the creator of Project Dominion, and often considered the protege of Ray Karis, Ryujin's founder.
How do I get Vina's office in R&D? How do I get there?
Just take the elevator down to research and development. You'll find Dr. Kara's office to your left as you enter the floor.
Any idea what Masako wants to talk to me about?
Masako's been focusing on how to deal with Infinity Ltd. And their knowledge of Project Dominion. I believe her plans rely heavily on you.
Oh, great. Good. I'll let you deal with all this mole business. I'll head over there as soon as
Once I've
possible.
examined this evidence, I may need your help in moving forward.
Oh, I'm sure you
and
will.
Not a word about this to anyone. I'll present what I have to the board.
Oh,
once I've completed a full
definitely. Not a word. Weird. Can't have anyone in the company who's actually competent at what they do, right? I've started getting weird and bitter. I think it's mostly just that the infiltration took me a week because of technical difficulties.
Don't cause any trouble.
Andreja? Andreja? You good there, bud? You good?
Can't get anything done around here without running into red tape.
Well, here, let me cut it down for you. Starting with this little bastard.
If you attempt to engage me in combat, I will be forced to detain you.
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
Wow, even they don't like it.
Criminal activity in this area.
Amazing. I can respect that. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna show up in my boss's outfit. There we go, perfect. Killed your little rat.
Good, you're here.
It's time to put a plan in motion to take full control of this situation with Infinity Ltd.
Point me in the right direction. I'm ready to do whatever's needed. It's about time we're taking action on this.
The mole took priority. Now that Dalton has everything he needs, thanks to you, we're free to proceed. We don't know to what extent Infinity has taken the current neuroamp schematics, so our top priority is completing our own. Let me introduce you to Veena Kalra, Head of Research and Development. She'll give you the initial details.
Yes, details. You see, the internal neuroamp is supposed to consist of 2 parts. The first part, the part Infinity stole, handles the manipulative effects. The second part is a shielding modification, designed to protect the user against other neuroamp users.
I kind of don't care. How can you be sure the mole didn't steal the information on the shielding module?
Well, we can't, but the shielding aspect was never officially a part of Project Dominion. It was an afterthought of how to safeguard our own people from being manipulated, so it was being researched separately as a mod. The research itself was in early stages, too early for board approval, so only myself, DeMarcus, and Masako know about it.
Can I kill her, too? Keeping the shielding mod to ourselves would be a huge advantage. Infinity missed out on the most important
You got that
piece.
right.
No one wants their greatest asset used against them. Once Veena can complete the internal neuroamp and shielding mod, the plan is to outfit you with both and have you infiltrate Infinity Ltd. We can't risk the assignment until we know your mind has the necessary protection.
Of course. Installing experimental technology into your very head. What could go wrong?
I like her. You're trusting me with this technology. You just assume I'm willing to be your guinea pig for this?
We expect our employees to do whatever it takes to ensure Ryujin's success. Consider this an opportunity, not a risk. Besides, you're in good hands with Veena.
You're trusting me with this technology?
You're a Ryujin employee, and we need a job done. We've trusted you this far, so I feel it's safe to continue the trend.
No.
As long as you work for us, you don't have a choice. I'm sure I don't have to remind you where the door is if you're not capable of handling this task.
You really don't have anything to worry about. The procedure is simple and safe. It's just a matter of getting the right materials. The final kink in both designs was finding compatible materials to use for conductivity that the human body wouldn't reject. I've finally created the perfect alloy, but it requires a newly discovered refined element called rothosite.
The last shipment we were supposed to receive never arrived, and we've gotten no response to our queries from the station. We have a confidential contract with Consolidated Mining to keep the discovery quiet, so it's unusual for them not to respond.
I'm willing to bet you're involved in this. What do you think happened?
We have several theories. Dealing with a new element on a new planet has its own set of risks. It could be environmental, mechanical, or, worst case scenario, pirates, mercenaries. We are leaning toward the latter.
Guess the best we can hope for is a communications issue on their side. It's never a comms issue. It's never a comms
the team
issue.
has a proven track record with us in the past. They've always been extremely competent and reliable. We need you to head out there, secure the shipment, and bring it back here.
God, I'm
so
hoping
Veena
it's a
can complete her
terramorph.
prototype. And I want to know what happened. We need to take any safety measures to make sure this doesn't happen again.
Expecting me to run into resistance?
Unfortunately, yes, so be prepared. Extensive tests and research were done on the planet, so the chances that this is environmental are slim. And setting up a station like this is second nature for Consolidated Mining, with plenty of redundancies in place to handle mechanical failures.
Okay. The rothosite shipment will be in your hands before you know it. If someone's interfering, I'll make sure they're dealt with. I'll find out what
The
happens and
station
secure
is
the
called
shipment.
CM Station RC-1. It's on a moon called Carinae 3A in the Carinae system. Unfortunately, we had to cut ties with our supply chain manager, Camden Cho, and his replacement is still getting up to speed. Otherwise, I may have had more useful information.
Oh no! What happened to Camden Cho?
I can't discuss the details. Company policy.
Why would Camden Cho have any
Camden
information on
managed
this?
all of our outside contracts. He set up the initial agreements with Consolidated Mining, so he had on-site access and knowledge that we could have used.
It's fine, I'll manage.
Be prepared for anything. Once you have the shipment, bring it straight back to Vina.
Lovely.
To think I'm so close to completing the final product.
Show us your face. Stop hiding your scar. It's a good scar.
Excuse me.
Ryujin has certainly taken time to craft an appearance for itself.
Yeah. Would you believe I know where all the vents are? You? Ah, yeah. Let me into the vents, baby. It's where I belong. Oh, I can't get out. Oh.
Can't talk. Doing calculus in my head.
I do not care.
Please refrain from engaging in any criminal activity. I am programmed for combat.
Hold on. Can I?
Got my eye on you.
Gonna whack you with a dead robot. Alright, well, we'll finally call this one apart. Assuming I haven't lost the audio or some bullshit like that. Good God, could you imagine?
Perhaps not the wisest decision.
Yeah, do you also see me carrying the little, like, katana? It's not quite as long as I need it to be. Ugh. God. This was a painfully long mission in real life.
Scram. I'm on duty. If I find a leech on that ship.
Oh yes, you'll definitely find a leech on my ship. Me, the anti-Xeno warfare expert.
We're asking everyone to take care of any leeches on their ships. Need some work done? Nothing for us to do.
Alright.
Is something amiss? What is it? Is that it, then?
Relax.
Yep, we're good.
Your ride is safe with us.
So you may also notice that the Frontier has slightly different weapons. You have not seen the super secret special shipbuilding episode in which I did a whole lot of modification to other ships. But yes, I have the Vanguard Mauler. I have the, like, Vanguard, I forget what they're called here. Mauler 106T, like, Hellfire autocannons or something on this. Yeah, they take less power and do way more damage, so of course I'm using them.
Everything seems to be where we left it.
Yep. Gosh. Nice to be aboard a ship that actually feels nice to live in. It's a good ship. Definitely a good ship. This is a nice place. I might just sit down here for a moment. Call it a part here. Especially because I've been going for 2 hours now. Yeah. Anyway, that's been yet another part of the whole Ryujin thing, and I'm quite tired of Ryujin right now. I would like to get on to something else. So yeah. Bye.